Thank you all for clicking on this video. It took a little longer than I was hoping, but it's here now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now on to the topic of this video. Everything we know about the Mouse Sisters so far. Starting with Minori, as we know the most about her. Minori's name was first dropped in the episode Small, where Shinmao talks about one of her recent accomplishments.
Right, I'm proud of you, my daughter, Minori. Wowee, all 7 of them, huh? Well, you saved me a slice. Okay, I love you too, my precious angel. You know, your sister just slew a 7-headed hydra all while baking a souffle. She really is incredible.
Later on, in the episode Weapon of Choice, it's explained that her weapon is a legendary hat with infinite storage space. In regards to her appearances and contributions in the show, that's basically where it ends. From this alone, we can extrapolate that Minori is a skilled fighter capable of easily dispatching a hydra, and a decently skilled cook, as she could also make a souffle while doing so. However, this isn't all we know about her. Parker Simmons made posts about her a few months ago, specifically a Minori OVA, as he puts it. A short clip depicting her combat abilities, and hints of her personality. As a hero, she seems direct, willing to slice up her opponent swiftly. She's extremely skilled and creative in combat with her hat, and appears overall to be a combat-loving, silent hero. Parker concluded the series of Minori-related clips by uploading one in color where she reveals her eyes. It's worth noting that they are clearly and consistently different from the eyes of the rest of her family. The link to these clips can be found in the pinned comment below. Please go check them out, and make sure to leave a like and a comment to support the series. Moving on to Brunhilde, as she places second in regards to how much information is publicly known about her. She appears to be the largest and presumably physically strongest out of her sisters, and her weapon is described as a spear with the ability to pierce anything. What this exactly means is currently up to interpretation, yet it's likely that it can discharge piercing rays of energy that can slice through almost any material, as in the episode Small, Shin Mao comments that Brunhilde once leveled an entire forest with a single swing of her spear.
Mother! You know, I once saw your sister Brunhilde clear a whole forest with a single swing of her spear. Now that's a kid after my own heart.
Which is not only a rather insane display of power, but also supports my priorly stated theory. Beyond that, this also shows a few hints of Brunhilde's personality, as it shows she's either a very direct person, or a bit of a show-off who wanted to impress her father. Finally, in the Mao family portrait Parker drew for the characters, Brunhilde was depicted directly behind Shin Mao as the second largest figure in the page. As a final thought on Brunhilde, it's likely she either received the most pressure or the most favor from her father, potentially both, as she's the largest of his children, and the main reason for him abusing Mao to the degree he did was because he was the smallest, and thus reminded Shin of his true self. In the case of Brunhilde, she'd likely be faced with the inverse treatment. The final named Mouse sister is Amala, whose name was revealed by Parker Simmons in a Twitter thread he made for the family poster of the sisters. Within the poster, she was depicted moving away from the rest of the family. Furthermore, she was missing from the original poster, with Parker initially stating that she was too busy to appear in it, though he comments he actually forgot to add her in. However, I kinda doubt that, considering 5 minutes later he had her very own poster ready, before ultimately revealing one of her with the family. A final thing that's to note is her very unique eyes. Unlike the rest of her sisters, she has green eyes with white pupils. Within the show itself, all that was revealed about her is that she was bestowed a golden scarf which allowed her to travel the skies at great speed, likely making her some form of speedster with complete control over her aerial movements. The final two sisters currently do not have their names revealed, thus I'll be referring to them by the items they were given by their father. One of them was given golden bangles, which gives her impenetrable defense, but we don't exactly know what is meant by impenetrable defense. It's possible it offers her a barrier of sorts, or makes her skin literally impenetrable to piercing type damage. In the family portrait Parker revealed, we clearly see Bangles with a smirk and her arms crossed, potentially giving hints at her personality, as she's the only one shown smiling in the image. In terms of stature, she appears to be the second shortest of the Mao siblings, though the effects this may have had on her life entirely be speculation. Finally, Parker Simmons also once teased that this particular sister had a name that began with a J. Feel free to comment below what you think it may be. The final Mao sister we'll be discussing was given contact lenses, which gives her sight beyond sight. From all the Mao sisters we know the least about her, thus the rest is entirely speculation. Her contact lenses give her the same eye color as her father, which may say something about her ideologies. And the ominous air around her in the scene she was first shown in potentially hint at some sinister possibilities as to her alliance, but we don't know anything for sure.